Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to the second new album review of the day. And this one is the new album from Steve Hackett called The Circus and the Nightwhale. So Steve Hackett on here plays guitars, of course, mandolin and harmonica and percussion. The ever-present Roger King doing everything with his keyboards. On the saxophone we've got Rob Townsend. Jonas Reingold on the bass. The wonderful Nad Sylvan doing vocals. Also doing vocals is Amanda Lehrman on some of the tracks. Benedict Fenner, just some extra vocals. In comes Brother John to do the flute. Malik Masloff on tar. The brilliant Craig Brundell on drums, along with Hugo Dernhardt and Nick DeVillio. Some great players on here. A lot of their, like Roger King and Craig Blundell and Nad are part of the touring band as well. Like Rob Townsend and Jonas as well. So the first track on here is a little track called People of the Smoke. This starts off with lots of sound effects, such as steam locomotive thing, orchestral, and then he just goes into this great guitar piece from Steve. Typical Steve stuff. It's just fantastic. I love that little track. It's got lots of atmosphere. Then we have this short little thing called These Passing Clouds. It's just a little bit of guitar work from Steve, and it's beautifully played for 1 minute and 34 seconds. Taking You Down, the great guitar work is fantastic from Steve. He's just still keeps pumping out great tunes. Rob Townsend on the saxophone, great saxophone player, the clarinet, the solo on this. I don't know who does the actual drumming on this. I don't know if it's Craig, Hugo or Nick, but it is really good. It's got that atmosphere. You know it's a Steve Hackett track. Then another short piece called Found and Lost. This is the classical, that little bit of classical music you get on the classical guitar. And it just shows what a great guitar player is. I love his classical stuff. Excellent track. Then we have another great track called Enter the Ring. Some lovely harmonies on this. You've got Steve singing, you've got Nad probably, and you can hear the female voice. It's got a lovely tone to it. And some lovely flute from his brother. Oh, John. Brilliant bit of flute playing. I do like that track. Get Me Out. My favourite track on this album is that guitar work. There's a great little bit between Steve and Roger. They play well together. I mean, they've been playing together for so many years now. They just know each other's little quips. It's a wonderful piece of them two having a tete-a-tete on their instruments. Ghost Moon and the Living Love, solid track, typical Steve Hackett. Some lovely guitar tones on this again. Then we have Circo Inferno. This is the mystique side of Steve Hackett. There's mandolins on here, a bit rocky as well. It's got a great beat to it. It's a great track. It's only short, but it's really good. Then we have another little short rocker called Breakout. Heavy riffs, probably some of the heaviest riffs on this album, but it's still solid. Then we have another little short thing called All at Sea. It's just some lovely guitar tones again, really rocks. Again, very short but rocks. Into the Nightwhale is next. It's ambient. It's got that sort of whale thing to it. It is really, really good. One of my favourites on here. Rob Townsend's sort of adds it, that saxophone. You've got the keyboards from Roger. One of my favourite tracks on the album. Wherever you are, ambient, the vocal is great on this. Great piece of music. And then White Dove. After all the rocky stuff, you get this acoustic, classical piece that sort of brings it down nicely. Okay, what can you say about this album? Steve Hackett delivers every time. Some fine tracks on here. Really enjoyed listening to this week. Is this one of his best ones? I don't know. Can't really tell at this stage, but look out for a tier ranking later on in the year of Steve Hackett's solo. Will it be featured at the end of the year? I reckon so. Steve Hackett is very consistent with his albums. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 8.8. Okay, that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow, Richard. And tomorrow, Richard and I are going to pick our top 10 instrumental tracks. We've been at, someone asked us to do our favourite singles and tracks, so we combine them together. So that's all coming tomorrow. So have a great day, everyone. It's right here in Northampton as usual. Not a very nice day. Have a great day. Bye for now.